Real fast. Today is Thursday, the 15th. They just dropped the patch notes for 1.0.4. We just went over them. There's some awesome stuff in here. I'm going to go ahead and give you the synopsis in case you don't feel like reading them. I'll give you a little bit of my opinion and how they're handling things. Let's go ahead. We're just gonna skip through to the important bits. They're gonna be doing maintenance tomorrow. It's gonna be 120 minutes. We should have another live stream from Niter during that time, so that's gonna be really good. What time is that at, actually? It doesn't say exactly when, so we don't know the exact time, but it's tomorrow. Enhanced bot detection. So they're enhancing bot detection. They have also talked about how it's going to potentially cause service disruptions. They might need to make in-the-moment changes to the system, so they might take the game down. They're encouraging people, if they don't want service interruptions, to not play right when the patch drops. So keep that in mind. After the patch tomorrow, there is new bot detection, and they could be taking the game down for slight adjustments. The big portion, community housing. Everyone's been waiting for community housing. I am in a dwarf area. Damn it. Are we safe here? I think we're safe there. I hope. All right, so community housing. They are adding community housing with 1.0.4. Looks like they're only adding small land. So only small houses are going to be added to community land. You're going to be able to place a house. You're going to be able to breed MOAs. This is amazing. This is perfect. Not perfect. They're missing, obviously, medium and large plot sizes. I think there's definitely a big gap between medium and large house owners and small. A big benefit to this is they're talking about the percentage of finite land, the percentage of advantage that finite land has over community land is only 5%. So there is a higher placement cost when placing things on your land. Right now it's 25%. It's going down to a 5% difference. So that's way better. They want to give a benefit to owning an actual physical house in the world without making it too crazy. So the houses in the open are going to have 5% more land and 5% more tiles, and they're going to have a 5% reduction in cost of placing things down. So 5% is pretty small. The medium land, though, is still a pretty massive advantage. So they are adding medium and large community land housing. And they also talked about, this is a question that I've had a bunch. What are we going to do about small landowners when medium and large community land comes out? And so apparently they have an answer for it. My guess is that that small open world land owners are probably going to get a small community plot to compensate. That's what I think the best solution is. But I don't know what they have planned, but they're addressing this here in this. And they haven't given us the answer, but they said they have a plan for it. So I'm excited to see what they do, because that would be annoying. I mean, what's a better option? It would be annoying running between both, but I think that's a good option, because what else are you going to do? If you were to make the medium community plot simply better than small open world housing, then why would you want your house in the open world at all? Right? So they have to find some sort of solution that gives people like a reason to have a house, a small house in particular. Otherwise, no one will have small houses, and still be able to even out that gap a little bit, right? So we'll see. That comes out in the next big patch, I'm assuming, but they aren't saying much. They're saying they're adding it later. Moving on from community housing, because I think that answers all the questions, right? I don't think there's really anything else to go over. We get this tomorrow. I think a lot of people are really happy. If you guys don't know, I've posted this on Reddit before, but I don't think I've ever really talked about it in a video. Housing is a massive advantage. For those of you who are playing the game and don't have a house, housing gives you a lot. You can add rooms to your house, some of which give XP bonuses for when you're grinding. The like weaving station or blacksmithing station gives you extra labor. For example, my small house has been upgraded to level 2 on the weaving station, and it gives me 40 extra labor when crafting. It's insane. It's a massive bonus. You can put trophies in your house that give you literal stat bonuses. MOA breeding is huge, right? So all this stuff, people who have had community land, people who have had community land don't know these things sometimes. It's a crazy advantage. So tomorrow, everyone's going to be able to get houses, and that's huge. Obviously, it's been a long time, weeks, that people have not had this advantage, and that sucks. But at least they pumped this out as quick as they could, and everyone should be evened out a little bit. And honestly, if they ever wind up having servers in the future, these kind of things are already ironed out. So, it's good. I mean, I say it's good. I'm also someone who owned a house. I got one of the last small houses, so I'm on the greener side of the grass, right? Like, I don't know, better explain that, but like, hopefully it's good. I obviously benefited, so yeah. I don't probably have any sort of sour feelings because I wasn't stuck on a community plot. So for those who are stuck on a community plot, it probably sucks. Anyways, trophies in the house are purely cosmetic. You can eat and gain the trophy buffs without a house. Really? I didn't know that, actually. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Bedroom gives you 7% extra EXP for everything also. Yeah. Also, I didn't even mention, but houses give you Plentiful Harvest. When you upgrade the house to the second tier, you get Plentiful Harvest, which it's like a pretty high percent chance. I don't remember the exact percent, but a pretty high percent chance that you're going to get double yield. It's a 20% chance to get double yield from your crops or your animals. So it's like crazy bonus. Like, it sucks that it's taking this long, but at least we get them. We get community houses tomorrow. So that's great. Let's move on. This looks awesome. So they're giving us legacy skills. Legacy skills are skills you get at level 75. No one's even at 75 yet because of how great the grind is. But we get legacy skills. So every single tree, every single archetype is going to get a legacy skill that they can unlock. I don't think there's an option between legacy skills. I think all archetypes just get one skill that they can unlock. And it looks like at 75, we get 1 point. And then every level after 75, we get another point, right? Or is it the first point's maybe at 76? Yeah, it looks like it's at 76. And you can choose to unlock one of your legacy skills with that point. And then every level after that, you get an extra point to either add to the power of the one you unlocked or to unlock other ones. So it looks like maximum power will be 9 levels past cap, right? I don't know if we'll be able to change the legacy skill points around or if they'll be... oh yeah, legacy skill points cannot be refunded. However, there is no limit to the amount of legacy skill points you can unlock. So it's going to be a tough decision to put them in because those levels are going to take a long time to get. I think maximum power is going to be 9 levels past 75 because you'll be able to put 3 points upgrading each skill 3 times, right? That makes sense? Unless we're only going to be able to use one at a time. I don't know. I'm interested to see if we're able to put 3 legacy skills on our bar or if you have to choose one at a time. You get 1 skill above 75. Yeah, but you can upgrade each legacy skill 3 times, up to 3 points. So by the time you hit 78, you could put 3 points into the Holy Tree legacy skill, and that skill will be really strong. Or you can put those points into 3 different ones, right? It's going to take a long time to put these points in. Very interesting system. 75 to 76, the same XP as 1 to 75. Is that real? That's insane if true. That is a nuts if true. That's mind-blowing. I can't even. How long it takes to get to 75? It's going to be the same amount of XP from 75 to 76. Holy RuneScape mechanics. That's insane. That's nuts. Oh. What do you mean it's just a tiny grind? All right, let's keep going. Remind players that reaching late game. I like this paragraph. I want to read this out in full, actually, because I like this one. We want to remind players that reaching the late game is a desired aspect of Ravendawn. That while reaching the late game is a desired aspect of Ravendawn, the journey there is equally as important. We encourage you to explore at your own pace and enjoy the diverse experiences Ravendawn offers. Instead of feeling pressured to rush to a certain part of the game, take your time, enjoy the journey, and don't forget to pet your cows along the way. I feel this big time. I actually titled my stream the past few days. Sorry, the ads. I titled my stream, Not Just Grinding, because I feel like people are trying to race through to get to the end. And I don't think that's the way to go. Like, it is fun to be efficient and grind, but I feel like some people are just skipping everything. They're like, I'm not doing trade packs. There's no XP when you trade pack. And it's like, we're skipping the game a little bit. Like, I just feel like people should stop and have fun here and there. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, we get free stuff on Valentine's Day or February 20th for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was yesterday. But yeah, if you have Patreon on February 20th, you're going to get this little doggy. That's kind of cool. General changes. We can't follow each other if you have a trade pack now. So if you have a trade pack, you cannot follow people. That's a big one. This is a big one. Reduce PvP protection lockout timers from 20 minutes to 10 minutes. We have reduced the PvP lockout timers for PvP from 20 minutes to 10 minutes. The adjustment is based on feedback that we very much agree with, that the previous duration was excessively restrictive for engaging in PvP activities. I have complained about this nonstop. I literally have a Reddit post open about me complaining about it. I am very happy that this is getting adjusted. 20 minutes is just far too long. Good change, but 10 is still too long. I agree. I don't think that 10 is bad to have a skull above your head so that people can attack you while on defensive, but 10 minutes is too long to be able to teleport and be able to undock. So like, I really wish that they would remove the link between like not being able to, like being allowed to be attacked by people on defensive without them sculling up, and being able to go and teleport places, or, you know, just go onto a boat. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I feel like they should just literally separate those two mechanics, and it would be much better. The puppy's here. What's up, puppy? Puppy's here. She wants attention, or she needs to go out. Let me finish this. Can I finish? I think she's gonna let me finish. Add a requirement to 1,000 rep to interact with the marketplace. This is to prevent botting. So you have to be 1,000 rep now. They were making it 2,000, but I think that was too restrictive for new players. So they've reduced it down to 1,000. They talk about how they want to combat armed tiers without making it too difficult for new players, or inconveniencing players in general, right? What else we got? Anything else? There's nothing major. Little fixes here and there. I don't want to go over every single fix. There is, oof. Pupper, you're killing me. Possibly my headset. Okay, it's still working. That's good. All right. What else we got here? Oh. So a couple fixes, nothing crazy, but some nice fixes. I won't go over every single one. There is a note about fishing. I noticed the distinct lack of fishing buffs. They are further looking at fishing buffs. I really hope that we get a proper rework to fishing. This is probably a good time to talk about that real quick. Fishing, I don't feel like just needs a buff. It needs to be reworked, and not in a major way. They have all the mechanics in game to make fishing great, right? We need some sort of mechanic that makes fishing part of the PvP experience. I am getting attacked by something? No. Someone else is fighting up there. But yeah, right now fishing is a very like bottable activity. Like even if you're just a person who's doing it, you just sit there and fish nonstop. It's really counterproductive to an open world sandbox PvP game. I really hope that they add basically fishing to be like packs. When you grab a fish, just like Arcade, when you grab a fish, it goes into a pack menu. You have that fish. It should be worth way more. You should have to go haul it back to shore. There should be a thing on you showing that you have a trade pack, like the little, what do you call it? The little buff on your character. There should be a buff on your character showing that you have a trade pack, right? We should have fish popping into our on our back in our ship, just like it was in Arcade. I don't understand why they don't have that already. They should rework fishing to work like that. We should have to bring them back to docks, and people should be able to kill us for fish, and they should be worth something, right? All that should be just reworked. And it's not that, I mean, it is a big reworking, right? A lot of testing. It's not a simple change, but they have all the mechanics in the game. They have the UIs that they could mimic. They have the trade pack system that puts trade packs on us. We already dropped fish packs. It's already all there. Just cross the finish line on fishing. It is currently an awful system, and they just should rework it to work more like packs. And I have a feeling that's what they're going to do. So hopefully that's what we're going to see, because just buffing numbers is a terrible idea. And I think that's why they haven't done it. That's my prediction, is they haven't done it because it would be a terrible idea. They should rework fishing to be fun. If fishing becomes trade back, it's got to be easier to exit the minigame for sure. Yeah, 100%. I mean, you just got to click the X, but yeah, getting out of the minigame sometimes can be annoying. Let me finish this up. So we have just only a little bit left. They're talking about what's coming. We have the Elder Coast and Frost Steppes coming in patch 1.0.5. So we're getting 2 new areas, introducing 600 new pieces of open world land. So I can show that on the map here. Oh, I can't actually. They're in the northern parts of the world, the big chunk of land up north, and I believe the red volcanic area as well. So we're getting those two areas added in the next big patch. They talk about adding more like, you know, secrets and things to discover and artifacts for those areas. So it should be pretty fun. And then they're also talking about improving the grinding repetition. They don't give us any details about what this means. But they said they're currently developing 2 new features to better diversify and enrich the grinding experience. So there are 2 new features they want to add to help improve the grinding experience, which they say it's not a problem. And I don't think anyone feels like the grind is a problem. If they do, they don't like grinding. But I think everyone's enjoying the grind, but they're talking about actively improving it, which I think is a good idea. There should be some more spice in it, in my opinion, some more PvP if possible. But yeah, anyways, those are the patch notes. We get this patch tomorrow. I will put this into a video and throw it out there, guys. If you like this video or you like my opinions on patch notes and things like that, give it a like. I'd appreciate it. But guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you around.